Hello and welcome to another video on my channel where we take a look at Marx trains and all types of vintage toys. Today we're going to have an unboxing video. These are all things that I picked up over Christmas, and my birthday's in January, so over Christmas and birthday, things that I've collected up and have gotten in, and we're going to take a look at them today. This first item that we're opening up, we'll take a look at, and I believe this is a Matchbox car. It's a Unimog little vehicle, 70s Matchbox. I picked up a couple vinyl Matchbox play sets, the farm or country and farm play set, and I picked up the airport play set. I had those as a kid, and picked those up, and I wanted to start gathering up some vehicles that would work with it, and that's one of them that I wanted to get to add to that farm and country set. This item here is a vintage Indiana Jones figure. I had all these new as a child, as a young boy, and all of those are gone now, but I wanted to just pick up a few here and there when I could find them at a good price. This is a vintage figure. This figure is marked 1982, made in Hong Kong. Pretty decent figure, missing his accessories, but maybe we can pick those up somewhere. A place to start. Pick this up for a project I'm working on. We'll take a look at it maybe in another video, but I have a Mego 12-inch Fighting Yank figure, and the Fighting Yank's one of my favorite comic book characters from the 40s, and he was just a great hero that fought the Nazis and the British, or fought along with the British and the American soldiers against the Germans and the Japanese. And he's got a cool outfit. I picked up an outfit costume for my figure that the Fighting Yank wore in the comics, and he always had a lady companion with him, and so I'm going to try to pick up a knockoff Barbie clone doll and set that figure up in this outfit to be his companion. So we'll take a look at doing that in another video sometime. But this outfit came with hat, shoes, handbag, all the stuff that that figure will need to finish it out. Get into this next package here and take a look and see what's in it. This is a Mego Planet of the Apes tunic, and I just saw this online. It was pretty cheap. This is a little bit of a unique variant. There were all different types of color and textured tunics that the apes had in their production run. This is the blue kind of lizard or alligator skin, and it's in real good shape. And I've probably got pants and boots and bodies and figures that I need to put together another ape. And so we'll get this get another ape figure together, get this tunic on him, and we'll add him to our soldier ape collection. Look at this one here, see what's in it. Card from people we purchased it from. What we got in here is a Scooby-Doo figure. I've been looking at putting together a set of the 8-inch Mego style figures. Figures Toy Company put out the whole Scooby-Doo gang a few years ago. The Scooby-Doo figure, if you look at it in Figures Toy Company, is just ridiculous, the asking price for them. But I just did some research and looking around online, and I found this figure. He's marked 1999 by Equity Marketing Company, and I'll grab my Fred figure He's an 8-inch Mego style figure, but you see he looks really good scale wise. And this Scooby's kind of crouching and kind of has that timid look, but they also made one that was just a stand-up figure, just like you would see them most normally all the times. And these figures are going to work pretty well to really put together the whole Scooby game. Take a look at what's in this box. This is a figure that I picked up online. I like the 1970s Dakin toy company, Dakin, made a series of soft vinyl figures. Some of them are articulated. They had them in several different sizes, but they made several in that 7 to 8, 10-inch scale. And they made most of all the Looney Tune characters. And as a child, I can remember having Wile E. Coyote, and of course he's long gone, but I was able to pick him up a few years ago, and I've just started adding to my collection of Looney Tunes figures. And as a kid growing up, that was what I watched every day. Bugs Bunny, Saturday mornings, Bugs Bunny Roadrunner Hour. And I like all the Looney Tunes figures. I like this Bugs. They made him in a variety of different styles, but this guy's dressed up with his bicentennial outfit on. He was marked 1975 by Dakin, and you can see he's about the same size there as the 8-inch Mego figures. But just cool figures. I'll get them all out. We'll take a look at them someday here in the future. I've been buying online from Figures Toy Company a few figures that they've had that have been on sale. They've been running a sale on some of their figures, and this is a couple of the Scooby figures. This is Velma and Daphne, and I picked these up at Figures Toy Company. Had these on sale for $19.99, and it was a pretty good buy, so I picked up a few of them. And I've also gotten a few of the villain figures that appeared in some of the Scooby-Doo episodes. These two figures are in a winter clothing kind of variant style, but I'm going to try to piece together the clothing that I need to dress them up in just their regular everyday adventure clothing, and we'll try to work on that in the future. But these are nice figures for the money. They still, I think, are on sale, many of their figures, for $19 on Figures Toy Company's website. Check them out and take a look at it. This next little item here is something that I picked up, and it's again another Matchbox for the country playset, farm playset. It's a dozer. It's a nice item, good shape, not a lot of paint loss, or not a lot of chips or scratches on it. It's good shape, and I'm going to just add that to my collection. Also, it's got a nice little plastic canopy that's in good shape. It's got the rubber tracks on it, so it's in good condition. I picked this up off Hasbro's website. Somebody had mentioned that they were having a closeout sale on some of their figure sets, and I missed out on the Ghostbusters set, the 4 figures, but they had those marked down to $20 and this set at $20, and so I was able to pick up this set, the Mego figures, Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, and they're nice in their box. Got a nice sleeve that covers them up, but it was a good price there on their website, and I was able to pick those up. I was glad to get them. went up to a train and toy show in Columbus in January, and I've gone up for several years. It's the Ohio State Fairground, and I was looking for a few plastic bill sets. I have a few that I don't have, and I was able to pick these up at a good price. They're complete in their original boxes. This is the windmill set. I didn't have it. I also was able to pick up along with that the house under construction set, and these are O and S scale sets, and I didn't have this one either. It looks like it's in great shape, got all the pieces and things in it, and I was glad to be able to pick those up while I was there at a good price in the original boxes. Also saw a vendor that had just a whole table full of loose Matchbox cars, and I picked up a few more for the play sets that I got. We'll take a look at the play sets a little bit later, but I got these at a good price, and I went ahead and picked some of these up. And there's just a variety of different things that I think will go well with the play sets that I got. This first one here that I picked up, this little ambulance, it's called the Stretcha Fetcha. It's marked 1971. It's got those more fast wheel type wheels on it, but in good shape, and it'll go good with airport, I think. This little vehicle here is called a field car. It's marked number 18. The year on the bottom 69. This is a nice little Mercury station wagon. It says Series 55 or 73 on the bottom, and it's got a couple little dogs looking out the back window. It's got a trailer hitch on the back. This is a police car. It's Series 55 or 73. It's also a Mercury vehicle. This little race car, I have the green Super King, the large size auto carrier, the race car carrier, the green one, and I was missing the car, so they had the car there. I picked it up. I'll get it put inside, and I'll have that car there for my car carrier. This little blue car is a Volvo, a little bit more unusual car, Series 14. It's a 150 Griffin. And I was glad to get it. I tried to look at the cover on my playset, the Country Farm playset, and that was one of the vehicles that looked like was on the cover. So I tried to pick that up just to go with that set. Put some cars in it so that when you open it up, it's ready to go. Same train and toy show, a guy had a table with some large comics. And so I picked up a couple of these large comics. These are the DC collector's edition size or treasury edition, like the Marvel and DC comics were. They made those large ones in the 70s. And this comic here, same size as those comics, this Superman His Amazing World. But this is a comic that was published or put out by a periodical company, and so it's in pretty good shape. And then the other comic there, a DC comic, House of Mystery. I was glad to pick that up and get a copy of that one. And, that's a good comic that I didn't have. This is something I've been looking forward to. I've been wanting to pick this up, and this is a Marx Caboose, and it's a C&O or a B&O Caboose, Baltimore and Ohio Railway. It's a plastic four-wheel caboose. As far as I can tell, trying to do the research and things that I've tried to do on this, this is a caboose that was only built and put into a couple different sets. I couldn't find any more information out on it other than somewhere in 53 to 54. This was listed in some of the Sears All-State sets that you could buy, Marx trains. They're real expensive, hard to find. This one you'll see here, a couple of the trucks there, the molding, the plastic is cracked and broken off. The rest of the car's in real good shape. I think we can fix that and make something that's going to look real good, and we'll put a video out on how we repair that in the future. But I think it's going to work out. That box is a box that has some items in it that goes with another pickup that we'll look at later. So I'm going to set that aside. Same train show, I was walking around, saw this setting on the floor under a table, and I dug it out. It's something I've been looking for a while. It's a Marx guide a train set. I think these came out in the 50s, and it's just a little battery operated floor train, and it has these 4 track sections that you set up on the floor, and you just aim your train at it and get them all lined up to where it will go across the floor into one of those corners and redirect it on to the next one, and you can just set yourself up a big train layout there with only just a few pieces and the train. So it's in good shape. The box is nice, got all the pieces. I'm going to put this together. We'll see if we can get it to work, and see if it will run, and we can get it going here later on. I was at at an antique shop that we like to go to up in Columbus also, and walking through this booths and picked up this Mego 12-inch figure in the box. You remember the Captain and Tennille singing group from the 70s? This is the Captain. They made the Captain and the Tennille figure, 12-inch figures. They made a whole series of celebrity and singing celebrity figures. I paid $19 for this guy. He's in the box. He's complete. He's got all of his clothing and accessories, and so I couldn't leave him. I had to grab him, pick him up, and add him to my collection. And I'll be on the lookout now to pick up Tennille and put that set together. But the 12-inch figures, the celebrity figures, TV figures, singing movie figures, a little bit harder to come by. But this guy's in great shape. Got his customary captain's outfit on. Joints are all good. Can't tell that anything's stuck or melted like a lot of these figures did. But this guy seems to be in good shape. Got his shoes on, and he's looking pretty good. Box is in good shape. He's got his hat that goes with him, and everything is there. So couldn't pass him up just for $19. Had to grab him and bring him home, and put him back in the box and put him on display. And we'll be looking for his singing partner sometime to pick her up as well. Let's see if we can get him back in here. Right, back up in the box. He's got his pet bulldog on the back. You can cut that out, put it with him. Plastic's good, box is in good shape. Good $19 pickup. Well, it leaves me with one other item, and this is something I've been wanting for a long time. At the same antique store we were at, when you go in the door, there's a whole row of glass cases, and this was in one of those glass cases. My wife and I were walking through. She knows this is something I've been looking for a while, and she was about halfway down that row in front of me, and she said, "Hey, there's a dark tower in the case." And I said, "Let me guess how much it is." I said, "I bet it's $250. Just guessing on what they're asking for and what they're selling for online. And she stops, looks at the tag, and she says, "Nope." She said it's $85. And so I went down immediately, grabbed someone to help me. I opened up the glass case, took a look at it, and just decided I can't pass that up for $85. But it looks like it's complete. Box is in great condition. You can see I've got the instruction book for it. Board itself is in good shape. If it's ever been put together, it looks to me like maybe it was just assembled just so people could see what it was like. Doesn't look like it has any play wear on it at all. I was really excited to get it. This was one of the first real big electronic games Milton Bradley made. This thing came out, I think, about 1981, and there was a whole infusion of electronic games. I have the electronic Dungeons and Dragons game, but I always wanted this, so I was able to pick it up, take a look at it, and purchase it. But it looks like all the pieces are here. It's got all the cardboard inserts and things, so I don't know what's all what, but one of these days I'll sit down and set it all up and be sure that everything's in place. I don't know if it works or not. We'll have to check it out and see. It's got the warranty information, and it's got some things that are still in the plastic bags that have never been opened up. It's promising that it's not had batteries left in it and they're corroded. Looks like maybe it's never been used. If it has, it hasn't been used very much. This other section has the tower part in it. That's nice and safe and secure in there. Looks good. And, again, we'll get this thing out and open her up, get some batteries in it, see if it does anything. I'm sure it probably was supposed to make noises or maybe give some instructions or give you the results of what happened in your move. I'm not sure how it all works, but I know it's hard to get a hold of. I was really glad to get it in this condition for that price. So we'll take a look at it. Well, we'll get all these things put away here, and we'll get back into looking at some of these things a little bit further in the future. Get some of these things put together, gathered up, and we'll have some other videos about some of the things that we see here later on. But this is what we got here over Christmas and through my birthday, and some of the haul that we got, and excited to get a look at it, and begin to work on it. So hope you'll tune in and watch the next video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and be sure to follow us. Thanks again.